Welcome to my views and news. Viewers, more than 2 weeks ago, I reported that a proposal was under discussion by Ethiopian federal government to dismantle regional forces. Now, it seems that this proposal is being shared. Back then, in fact, the proposal was being shared with some stakeholders. Now, everyone is reporting that Ethiopian government is considering dismantling of regional forces, and resistance is coming from the Amhara region of Ethiopia. What is the formula which is being proposed for the dismantling of regional forces, and will it lead to consolidation of PM Abiy's rule? Will it weaken regional governments? Secondly, we are hearing rumors, or you can say information being shared by pro-government activists who are still pro-government and they pro-federal government, and they are making some claims about future status of Raya and Welkait. And thirdly, a major donors conference is going to be held in Ethiopia. PM Abiy will chair the conference. Firstly, viewers, regional forces could be dismantled, special forces in Ethiopia. A plan is under discussions. The plan has been shared with regional governments. Amhara Prosperity Party was also taken on board about this plan. The plan is that regional forces will join federal forces. They'll become part of National Defense Force or federal police, or they'll work as police, and remaining will be appointed to civilian departments. This plan was finalized a few weeks ago. Then the plan was shared by federal government with the regional governments. No final decision has been made so far, because obviously you need regions agreement. If regions reject the plan, it cannot be implemented. Amhara Prosperity Party has been communicated about this plan of the federal government. Now, there are several questions which are being raised by regional governments, especially by groups based in the Amhara region. Their main question is that OLA is still armed. Tigray forces not completely disarmed. Tigray forces only surrendered heavy weapons. And Fano fighters behind bars in prisons for months. So at this crucial time, and no final decision made by the government about future status of Raya and Welkait. So at this crucial time, federal government wants to dismantle regional forces. If it happens, people in the Amhara region, they'll be at the mercy of federal government, which is dominated by Oromo ethnic group. That is what is being said by those who are opposing this plan in the Amhara region. And secondly, they are raising question about the number of Oromia regional forces. That Oromia has tens of thousands of regional force members. If they join Ethiopian National Defense Force, it means that ENDF will be dominated by Oromos. Another question raised by the people in the Oromia region, in the Amhara region. I have not seen any reaction against this decision from the Oromia regional government so far. But practically, perhaps difficult for Oromia government to dismantle regional forces if Oromia government does not reach any agreement with Oromo Liberation Army. If all regional forces are dismantled, it means that federal forces then will be deployed to all regions. Already deployed, but there will be more deployments, especially in Oromia if there is no agreement reached between OLA and government. ENDF will be deployed in large numbers, and to other parts of Ethiopia as well. So far, one region is opposing this move, not decision, but this suggestion, I would say, by the federal government, and that is Amhara region. So let's see what happens in coming days. If all regional forces are dismantled, obviously it means that Ethiopia will have a big army, a strong, big army, and PM Abiy's hold on power will be strengthened, and regions will not be in a position to challenge federal government like Tigray did when Tigray forces, Tigray fighters attacked Northern Command in November 2020. Let's see, can this plan be implemented? We'll have to wait and see. Secondly, viewers, pro-government Ethiopian activists claim that federal government has made a decision about the future status of Raya and Welkait, the two disputed territories between Tigray and Amhara regions. Tigray forces have withdrawn from Abergale, and pressure is there on Amhara forces to completely withdraw from Raya. Some meetings have been held there. 2 days ago at Miaza Hotel in Alamata, African Union team, Ethiopian National Defense Force members and Amhara force commanders held a meeting. Agenda was withdrawal of Amhara forces from Alamata and Koram. Don't know what happened. In Koram, Amharas were being organized for a rally, but Ethiopian army prevented the rally. In Alamata, they took out a rally a few days ago. So now it is being claimed that the two zones, southern and western Tigray, will come under the control of Tigray interim government, and after that election will be held in Tigray. No denial from any side, though it's not official information, but it seems that government is testing waters. In both the cases, dismantling of regional forces and handing over of Raya and Welkait to Tigray, federal government is testing waters. It wants to see the reaction of the people, especially from the Amhara region. So in coming days, key decisions are expected. And as we said yesterday, that regional election cannot be held in Tigray until a decision has been made about future status of Welkait and Raya. Regional election will be held in entire Tigray. Most sources are reporting that a decision has been made by the government that Raya and Welkait be given back to Tigray, but gradually the decision will be implemented, because obviously the decision will be opposed by groups and political elite in the Amhara region. Thirdly, viewers, a major donors conference is going to be held in Ethiopia. It was announced by Ethiopian Finance Minister yesterday, Ahmed Shide. Federal government, all regional governments, all development partners, humanitarian organizations, IMF, others, they'll participate in this conference. Date has not been announced so far. It will be held in coming days. Reportedly, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, PM Abiy, will chair the conference. Agenda is rebuilding, reconstruction, for which Ethiopia needs lots of money. Ethiopia needs lots of money for lots of new projects like implementation of Pretoria deal, like dismantling of regional forces and making them part of ENDF. If they become part of ENDF, who will pay their salaries? Obviously, regions won't pay salaries of ENDF members. And for rebuilding and reconstruction, which was caused due to the destruction caused by the war in Tigray, Amhara, far regions, and at the same time, drought has ravished people in places in Somali region and Oromia. So you see that Ethiopia is faced with multiple challenges. And for all these challenges to overcome, you need money, you need financial assistance. That is why this major donors conference is being organized in Ethiopia, reportedly. Let's see, will international donors show interest in the conference? Will they announce any big financial aid for Ethiopia? Let's see. Thank you for watching.